Welcome back, NBA fans, to another episode of OTN.
So let's get right into it. Kevin Durant. This latest news, it's wild. It feels like we're finally getting the full story behind his last few months in Phoenix. What's the biggest takeaway for you from what he's confirmed?
The biggest takeaway, and this is something we've all speculated about, is that the man has ultimate agency. He confirmed that he and his business partner, Rich Kleiman, actively blocked a potential trade back to the Golden State Warriors at the trade deadline. We heard whispers, but for him to come out and say, "Yeah, that was me. I put the kibosh on it," that's a level of power a lot of players don't have. It shows the influence he's built up not just on his own court talent, but with his relationships around the league.
That's huge. And it's not like he has a no-trade clause. This was leveraging relationships and the power of his personal brand, right? What do you think that says about player empowerment in today's NBA?
It's the new frontier of player empowerment. We've seen stars demand trades, force their way out, but this is different. This is a star saying, "I'm not going somewhere I don't want to go, even if my current team and the potential suitor agree on it." It speaks to the idea that for a player of Durant's stature, the front office isn't the only one with a seat at the table. His personal relationships with GMs, coaches, and even owners, and the relationships Rich Kleiman has cultivated on his behalf are a real part of the business. He didn't just say no. He had the leverage to make that no stick.
Okay, so moving from that, he also admitted he was a little upset when he first heard the trade rumors, and it wasn't from the Suns directly. It was from a third party. That's gotta be a tough pill to swallow, even for an NBA veteran.
Oh, absolutely. He's been around the block, but that's still a human element. You're building what you think is a solid foundation, a partnership with a franchise, and then you hear through the grapevine that they're shopping you. It's a gut punch. It makes perfect sense why he felt a little betrayed. But what's fascinating is how quickly he shifted his mindset. He said he got over it fast and just started thinking about his next steps. It's that professional, almost cold-blooded approach to the business of basketball that defines a guy like KD. He's not going to dwell. He's going to adapt and move forward.
And moving forward is exactly what he did. He stayed with the Suns for the rest of the season, and then in the summer, we saw the blockbuster trade to the Houston Rockets. Do you think that decision to block the Warriors trade at the deadline was a strategic move to ensure he had a more controlled exit in the offseason?
100%. It gave him and his team time. At the deadline, things are rushed. Teams are frantic to make moves. By waiting until the summer, they could assess all the options with a clearer head. It also allowed Houston to put together a more compelling package. It wasn't a rushed, desperate move at the deadline. It was the carefully calculated off-season blockbuster. He didn't want to uproot his life mid-season again, which he's already done before. He wanted to be a part of the decision-making process, and by blocking that Warriors deal, he bought himself that time and control. It's the ultimate power move.
So, looking back at it all, from the initial shock to the eventual move to Houston, what's the lasting impression of this whole saga on Durant's legacy?
It solidifies his legacy as not just one of the greatest scorers of all time, but also one of the most powerful figures in the league. He's not just a superstar, he's a brand, a business, and a force to be reckoned with.